What's good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? JDaisy here with the JDaisy Gaming Channel. Here, back, you'll have to forgive me, I'm kind of coming off a flu right now. But in that time, I've had a chance to, I've gotten really bored and got a chance to go back and play, my most beloved game of this last year, Ghost Recon's Wildlands. They recently had an update that was brought to my attention that included Predator. Yes, you can hunt the Predator, and as far as free, like update content go, this is probably one of the best ones in recollection. It added a whole little mini story that you hunted down this girl called it the forest or whatever Spanish is for the forest. You go to 3 different locations, finding both its ship, its like cave, its and then a bunch of people that have been strung up by it. You follow its blood. And then eventually you fight it, and it's a pretty decent fight. It took me a couple tries, all culminating in the Predator, of course, detonating himself, and you getting his mask and a tattoo and stuff. But it was a great little update, and it brought me back to the game, and I realized how much of this I really haven't done. If you remember, I completed both the good and the bad ending, so about 60 hours of gameplay for the channel here, and then I also did a review on the PvP style stuff that they had come out, and then I really haven't touched it since then. I haven't gone back and replayed it, and I have a good friend that he's building a PC soon and will be playing this with me. So I have just been going back sick these last couple days, replaying it and stuff, and I've noticed a few things that I just thought I'd mention. Because maybe you're like me and you either completed the story or just got burnt out. There's so many games right now out for you to try that it can be easy to give up on one to go play another. But I really do believe this was one of the best games of last year, especially AAA titles. I would say this is probably the best one that came out. And it's so huge that there's some stuff that you can overlook. And this game with the gun customization and the character customization, the massive open world that feels living and breathing, the ability for co-op and the quality DLCs and the if you enjoy the PvP stuff, there's a lot here. And I just wanted to give a heads up, let you guys know that this game is still great. About this update that came out that allows you to hunt Predator, the PvP update that came out to everyone. If you have the season pass, you have the 2 free DLCs. This is not sponsored in any way. Just I've been having a lot of fun with it the last couple days. I also noticed when I went back that it has this new mode called Tiered System, which is kind of like a New Game Plus sort of thing, where you activate it, and as you play, you get more, like, you get to unlock special items, you get to unlock new gear and stuff. And it just kind of adds it's supposed to add a level of difficulty to it. I really haven't noticed all that much, other than it's increasing my loot I get. I've also noticed that in the new game that I've been playing here, they have added more stuff in the after game that so your regular weapons you can upgrade now to do more damage by spending the goods, the medical, the tech stuff that you've just been accumulating. And if you're like me, you just keep accumulating it. You can now upgrade your weapons, your favorite weapons, to do more damage by spending that, and it adds a little icon so you can tell which for me it's a nice way of telling which weapons I prefer the most, because sometimes when you're just switching between weapons real quick, it's hard to remember which sniper rifle you really enjoy using and you're used to, if you just kind of are quickly going. So that's a nice addition. It's also, I've been messing around a little with the store, especially with this Predator pack. There's a few guns that, this is going to be kind of a two-edged sword. They locked a lot of guns and accessories behind a paywall that you have to buy with these credits. From my experience, I had 800 credits, which really couldn't buy anything as far as I could tell. So I spent about $10. And was able to get some historical guns. It gave me like a musket, a lever-action pistol, or a lever-action rifle, a couple pistols. And that was about $10, and then I spent another $10 to get the Predator skin. So the fancy Predator mask, all the stuff you're seeing of like outfits and stuff. Predator gauntlets that actually do a different animation when you kill someone. Unfortunately, the Predator mask you get in that DLC or the buying stuff with physical money for those credits does not give you this kind of neat perk for me, that the one that you get free in the game for killing Predator. So if you kill the Predator in the game, you get a mask. It's just a biomask. It's just kind of like a front half of it. That will change your thermal to the 90s Predator thermal, so it's kind of blotchy. It's not very defined, and it garbles the incoming messages. So if you're talking or your people are talking, it kind of garbles it like Predator would, which is neat. It's a neat little thing. It's a nice touch. But the Predator mask, if you buy it, the full headdress, doesn't do that. So that's a little disappointing and a little annoying. It's nice that the gauntlets do a special animation, but it'd be nice if they, went that little extra fur. I'm not knocking it. Ubisoft is kind of made a big move towards microtransactions for special items, especially cosmetic, and a lot of those guns aren't the greatest guns. A lever action rifle isn't the greatest. A musket's not great. They have a 50 cal tactical that costs $10, and that's all you get is you get a 50 cal. That's kind of ridiculous. And like those Predator stuff, that's behind. That's all fine. If it's the cosmetic stuff, fine. That's fine. When you lock away all these kind of special weapons, as someone that's been going around the map just collecting the weapon stuff, it's a little annoying. And I do wish they didn't have to do that. I understand why. The game has a lot of weapons already. It has a lot of great weapons, a lot of great weapon customization. It's just a little disappointing that they took that and put some of it behind paywalls. As for as long legs as the game has, I'm okay. I hope they keep adding more updates like this Predator one to it. To kind of, it got me back into it. I've probably put in another 4 or 5 hours this week just because of that Predator update. I haven't played any of the PvP since I did the review. I hope to be playing some co-op when my friend gets his computer built. But I'm just having fun driving around, flying around this world again, replaying it, and kind of getting back in touch with it. It's a very great game. Just thought I'd let you guys know. They've definitely kept it going. I always like it when a developer, even though the game's probably what, a year old now, maybe a little over that. They've kept it going. I think it came out last February. So probably a year, almost a year old now. They've definitely kept it going. Just letting you guys know. So if you love this game and just got pushed to the wayside, you can also come back and play it. Just letting you guys know. Keeping the community alive. But as always, that's just my opinion. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them down in the box. And as always, we're all in this one together. See you in the next one.